Why don't you tell us a little bit about this Bearded Guard?
Well, it's a farmhouse ale, but people are often confused about farmhouse ales. Most people originally go to a very popular style of saison. And what they don't realize is that all saisons are farmhouses, but not all farmhouses are saisons.
Okay.
So as a Bearded Guard, this is a French style ale. It's made for the worker out in the field who comes in and then wants to be able to drink something to take care of the aches and pains to be able to get back out to work the next day.
So it'd be a little higher alcohol than
Well, not too high. Ours runs at 5%.
okay.
We use a sigillated malt to adjust the pH a little bit. They tend to, because they were done on farms, they tend to usually have a musty, earthy feel to them. So with the hop profile that we use and with the pH adjustment, we feel that you're getting that mustiness to the extent that we want it to be as an enjoyable ale.
Now, Bearded Guard literally means beer for keeping, right?
Yep.
So I'm not an expert on the style, but to me that means that this could be a beer that was brewed in the colder months and then kept throughout the year.
It
and
can.
drank.
It can
I'm
be.
not sure if that's right or not.
It doesn't need to be. Oftentimes, just the fact that it was brewed in colder months to be drank in the summertime because they didn't brew a lot in the summer.
Right.
So what we think of as cellaring and keeping of beers is not the same as what the general definition of cellaring
Okay, so you're
was.
saying don't sit on this
Historically,
beer. Drink it.
Yeah, drink this fresh. And by fresh, 3 to 4 months after we've made it is about the aging process in which it originally had.
Okay.
6 months at the most.
Do you guys do any aging on it before you sell it?
Yeah, we give it a good month
Okay.
to just sit and condition and everything. And then we make sure it's at a lower carbonation than our typical draft. We don't
Right.
want it to be overcarbonated because the carbonic bite of the acids will
It is a
make it
very
a little bit
smooth
more-
beer. It goes down
yeah.
very easily.
Yeah, we don't want it to be rough around the edges. It's supposed to be easy drinking. But it's been a real educational piece for us of trying to educate the consumer. As you've noticed with all of our beers, we don't have fancy names for any of our beers. They are the specific style in which we're trying to make. And that's more for the consumer to make sure that they are aware of what they're getting so they can go out and order a similar style.
There aren't actually that, to my knowledge, that many examples of a Bearded Guard out there. I think Flying Dog might have one, but
Yeah, I've
when
never
we
had
were
those.
trying, I was saying earlier, we recently did this at my homebrew club, where we brewed a Bearded Guard and we just tasted them all. I think it was last week. But finding a commercial example, actually Ponysaurus makes one, but every beer was so totally different.
Yeah, and they will be, they're traditionally bottle conditioned.
Right.
So you get yeast and you need that to settle out for it to brighten up. We don't filter our beer, but it's not bottle conditioned.
Oh, okay.
We do a draft only. We're hoping to put it into a can sometime in the near future, but we're still playing around with that.
Okay.